Hey y'all, what's going on? What's good? What's going on? I'm so happy that y'all are here. Those of you who are here in YouTube, those of you who are in Twitch land holding us down, thank you so much. I'm glad y'all made it. I'm glad I made it. Been a rough couple of days, but your girl is still kicking. Let me greet everybody. Y'all, please make sure you hit the like button. Please give me a thumbs up. Please, please, please. I'm begging for a thumb, begging for likes. Please let me know I'm good for a thumb. Can you please spare a thumb? Let me greet everybody before I start running my mouth, okay? Um, who we got here? Delicia, hey sis, happy Thursday to you. Hey Bianca Edwards, how are you? Mikea Coco Pop, how you doing? Good to see you. Spiller, my sis is here. That's right, y'all. Remember to hit that like button as you come in the door. Angie made it all the way from Miami, Florida. Vita is here from Denver, as usual. Y'all know what it is. Angel A. Pavlo's corn dog. How you doing, darling? You early? I know that's right. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to see you. Candy R, how are you? Happy Thursday. Listening while working. All right. Hey, Kenya 330. Queen Mermaid, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. Marilyn, hey girl, I gotta call you. I just gotta call you. I'm glad you stop through to show us some love. I know you working, but I'm gonna try to call you when I think you're not working. Hey Nita H, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Jackie Gaines, how you doing, sister? Happy Thursday to you. She said tenacious Thursday. I like that one. That works. Definitely works. Aria, well, hello. How are you? Good to see you and happy Thursday to you. Deandra O'Neill, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. Z Andrew, what's up? Happy to see you as well. Mateo Smith, how are you? You're new. Well, welcome, Mateo. Y'all, please make sure you all give Mateo a warm welcome since he is new visiting us here on this good porch. Hey, Taffy Mocha. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, but we happy to see you. D. Marie, how you doing? She says, good morning, beautiful ladies. Right back at you. Good morning to you. There is my Christian Key. Hey, darling, I love you. I miss you too. What is your schedule like? We gotta talk. We gotta talk because I don't even know what your schedule doing no more. You moving on up. DJ Dez, how are you? Good to see you. I hope you doing well too. DV, hey boo, how you doing? That's right. Happy Friday Eve. I like that. I like that. S. Collins, hey there, sis. Fly Gray Streaks, that's my girl. What's going on? Working and listening. I know that's right. I am unique. How you doing? Good to see you, Serene. Hey there. Happy to have you. All right. You just D Marie says she just got through looking for her glasses. Well, I'm glad you found them. Hey Kimber Monique, how you doing? Sharon White, hi, how are you? You said you're gonna be in and out. Well, I'm glad you in right now. Or maybe you out. But I'm glad you're here. Dora Rodriguez, how you doing? RJ Gray, good to see you. Hey, darling. All right, all right. Who else we got up in here? Learning to love myself. How you doing? Good to see you. Queen Mermaid holding us down in Twitch land. Y'all know what I'm going to beg. If you got two devices, two browsers, or two apps, please stream us in Twitch and in YouTube. Please, please hold us down both places. Ain't going to cost you a thing. Hey, Rochelle, how you doing? Happy Thursday to you. The beautiful Nisi Rose. Hello, gorgeous. How are you? Oh, wow. It's so good to see you. It's good to see all of y'all. So happy to have you. Jade Kentron, happy Thursday to you. Good to see you. And you are highly welcome. Taffy Mocha holding us down in Twitch land. I appreciate you. We got Ross Joy online. How you doing, sis? Good to see you. All right. E. Davis is in the building. Hey, E. Davis. What's going on, girl? All right, all right. So it looks like, did I get everybody? Because y'all know I don't want to go on and start running my mouth till I greet every. But oh my God, stop the presses. My sis is back. Love my dogs too, girl. How you been? I missed you so much, and I'm so glad to see you here. You say you back in the saddle. I know that's right. Just make sure you ain't sitting side saddle. I know that's right. Not your twins, mama. Always a blessing, always a pleasure. Who else do we have in here? Up the beautiful CC Miller. She says she's listening and working. Coco C, hello from the UK. I know that's right. I love my folks from the UK. So happy to see you when you're here. You are highly welcome as well. Jamie, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Dana Cutler, Steelers Nation, Miss Black and Yellow herself is in the chat. Glennis, hey sis, I love you. I'm glad to see you too. Delicia holding us down in Twitch land, and I appreciate it. The beautiful, the dazzling sunshine. Sunshine is up in here. She says she missed us, and we miss her right back. So listen, let's get into these updates. Let me tell y'all what's going on with me, and we're not gonna dwell on it, so don't start. But I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on with me and mom and the fam real quick. Just a quick update. Angela Boozer, how you doing, boo? Happy Thursday. So mama had to go back to the hospital. No need for any of us to be overly dramatic about it. We're just gonna pray. She did suffer a stroke. I will say that. And there's some other complications. And we are currently praying, and we're gonna keep praying, and we're gonna keep praying because we know God is able. And you know, this family over here, the royal family, we believe in the power of prayer. So I just encourage all of you, if you have been praying, please continue to pray for her, and pray for the family that you know we have strength to endure and to keep pushing and accept um, whatever God's will may be. Hey, LaPriest. So that's that on that. That's just the update so y'all know what's going on with my precious little dragon. She's still fighting. She's still strong. She still got a little lighter fluid. Okay, she's still setting fires. She's pretty tough. So that's just to let y'all know what's happening. So now let's get into these updates. First of all, like this video, please. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Make sure, even if you hit it, double check it. Hey, Vanessa Comagade, how you doing? All right. Um, even if you think you hit it, double check and make sure YouTube did not take your like back, because y'all know they will do that. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hey, Queen of Hearts KS, and sometimes they will take your subscriptions back. So always when you come in, check your subscribe. Make sure it's gray and not red. If it's red, it means that you're not subscribed. And we want you to subscribe. It don't cost a thing, but we want you to be here. Okay. All right. So now let's get into this thing. Let's get into the news. Child, the news is heavy today. The news is heavy today. Well, I guess let's go ahead and start where we normally start with y'all's line president. Hey, Vet. Up, another one of our girls all the way from the UK. How you doing? It's so good to see you. So let's get on into it. Let's get on into it. Let's start with y'all's line president. He don't belongs to me, but that's y'all's line president. Apparently, this man is not asking Congress to give the Ukraine another $33 billion in aid. We done already spent 13.6 plus the 90 million, the 90 was it 90 million tons of lethal aid in December. Then it was another, they were asking for another 800 million. It's like we just throwing money good after bad. Meanwhile, in other news, we still cannot afford to pay the black people the money that we are owed in this country. So yes, Vanessa, one more lie. One more lie. So there we go again with him begging for the money. And while we talking about y'all's lying president, let's talk about some more of his lies. Now, y'all know, Hazeline, y'all know I've been warning you all about these food shortages. And y'all's lying president, Creepy Sleepy Joe, was sitting up lying, trying to say that it wasn't really real and it wasn't going to be like that. Well, his lying behind was in Brussels and admitted that yes, indeed, the food shortages are real. They are coming and it's about to get ugly. I told you all it was coming way before he finally quit lying. Why this man feels like he has to lie first, I don't know. I believe he's possessed. I really believe he's possessed because he can't quit lying, and I'm not sure why. But he was in Brussels, admitted, oh yeah, it's real, it's gonna be bad, and then he actually admitted that it's due in large parts to these stupid sanctions, not even considering how people who were already struggling to make ends meet were actually gonna be able to survive your ridiculous sanctions. Okay. So what you got to recognize is it's real. And like I mentioned before, a large amount of the wheat and grain in this world is grown in the Ukraine and Russia. So if you got Russia where you putting sanctions against them, and then you got your good friend Zelensky that's saying that he is not going to export any of his stuff because they need it for themselves, where does that leave us? So this idiot is saying, y'all's president, that is. I don't want to just say idiot and you don't know which idiot I'm talking about. I'm talking about that idiot that many of our own people went and voted into office and then got in the streets, buck dancing, shucking, jiving, and dragging their knuckles and tap dancing because he was elected. That one. So that idiot is now saying that they were at the G7 and asking these countries to export and not put limits on what they export. Of course, you're asking them that. Mind you, you putting everybody at risk for these people. But these people don't even want to they don't even want to export what they have, what they can export, okay, to make things easier on the people who are giving them money and arms. But apparently common sense is not the order of the day. Hey, Destiny. All right. So yeah, that happened. Trying to get 33 million more not million, forgive me. 33 billion more. 33 billion. Please don't let that escape you. So in more news about y'all's lying president, we got to dig right in. Oh Lord, I swear, if he don't stop y'all, I believe I'm going to have an entire live just dedicated to Biden's lies. We might just have to go live like one quick segment of the day and call it Biden's lies because it's just getting to be too much. He is dominating my update program, and I want to talk about other things in the news other than his lies, but they have become so numerous and so lengthy and weighty, and they just got so many levels. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm drowning in Biden's lies. So, just be on the lookout. If I have to go in, hey, Sharon Fona, if I have to go in and do a quick live, just call Biden's lies. Y'all bear with me. Yes, out of our tax money that they're not going to ever give us, nor will they pay foundational blacks the money owed in reparations. We don't have the money for that yet. We have all this money to give to the Ukraine to fight a proxy war. And yes, I said it because they've been hating on Russia and been wanting to attack them people. I stand by that. But back to Biden's lies. I guess this is the Biden's lies segment, y'all. So Hunter Biden, his strange looking son, well, he's strange looking. So I guess we can only imagine that his son will be strange looking too. However, more emails have surfaced. Yes, more emails have indeed surfaced. That's right. Billions on the war, but no money for healthcare. You know it. These emails are showing where Creepy Joe agreed to pay over 800,000 in bills, including legal fees for this same boy that while he was on the campaign trail, he said, I was never involved and had nothing to do with none of my son's business. But now the emails are out that you were involved to the tune of over 800,000, and you were paying the bills, including the legal fees. Now this was coming out back then. And I remember very clearly that if anybody talked about it, right, his strange son with a strange addiction. Mm-hmm. Facts. The truth is the truth, even if no one believes it. And that is so real. Just ask Nene Leakes. That's all I'm saying. See, sometimes people hate the truth teller. There's an old saying that the truth teller has no friends. And that's kind of how it works. If you tell the truth enough, people going to be mad at you. They're going to throw rocks at you. They're going to get together and form a Voltron robot to come together and cook up lies on you if you keep telling the truth. Yeah, the crackhead son. Yeah, the one that's on the crack of rock. That one. Mm-hmm. Yep, just another lie. Hey, Sin City from NOLA. How you doing, girl? That's all right. You ain't late. You right on time. And thank you for hitting that like button. Oh, AAE. Hey, girl. Say Hunter Biden is a blank up. Let us be honest. They would have impeached Trump for this too. They actually impeached Trump for less. The first impeachment, nonetheless. Right. Yes, girl, it'll be Voltron Force activate on your tail. You keep telling the truth. That's why I be waiting. I just be waiting. Mm-hmm. That's right, Jade. Mm-hmm. So listen, there's more, y'all. There's more. You know, I got the details. I did my little deep dive. We got it. So not only did he pay that, get this. Now, when everything was going on, if y'all just think back, and in the words of Betty Wright, I don't want y'all getting to the end of my live and saying, "Oh yeah, now I remember." I want y'all to think back right now, all the way back, if you will, to when they were campaigning and people tried to bring up the mess about Hunter, the crackhead. You was getting censored, blocked. They was taking down posts. People go through lists to tear down the person who telling the truth. They sure will, baby. Yes, they will. They'll hold meetings on you. They'll hold meetings on you. They sure will. Then they're done that. But when that was happening, they were saying that it was not true. They was blocking people, censoring people, trying to shut everybody up while they were while everybody was campaigning. They didn't want that to come out. He lied on the campaign trail. Then come to find out that Creepy Joe not only paid legal fees, he paid every bill for this boy. Hold on. It said her credible source in DC was smoking in a DC strip club. They did not see him but smelled it, and they asked Hunter to leave. I mean, yeah, everybody know that boy on that he on that hard. Yeah, do not spill your secrets to a crackhead. It just might end up in the emails, girl. Right, right. But see, this the thing. Now the issue is they lied about it. um the New York Times had to finally admit that the story about the emails, not only was the story true, but that they had validated the source of the emails, and now more emails have come to light. Jackie said people would ask about Hunter, he would get screaming mad, which showed me he was guilty as Judas. His face would turn beet red. Okay, and you know that's no small feat. That man is half dead and barely got any blood left in his body. So if the remaining 10 drops of blood that he had rushed to his face and turned it red, you knew what it was. So now, get this. He paid all the bills. Now, I want y'all to get this list now. It was a spreadsheet in the emails now. He paid for all the phone lines, multiple phone lines, the rent and gym bills for somebody named Naomi. I don't know who the hell that is. The life insurance policy, his alimony payments, his back taxes from the year 2015, 2016, and 2017. That he paid his Porsche payments, his boat payments, his boat insurance. He also paid his fees for the Yale Club and his children's tuition. There's an email that was sent by his personal assistant, and she titled it, "Hey Josie, hey Lala," and she told it V2 VP team, to the vice president team, and that's where she included the spreadsheet, the Creepy Joe, with all the bills attached. Now her name was Katie Dodge. Now, mind you, in that large amount was included a $27,000 payment. Mm-hmm. Jade, what you say? I'm trying to get y'all comments and keep reading. You say the truth got a way of clearing the room. Want it? It'll clear the room like somebody done passed gas. You sewing and listening. I know that's right. Thank you, sis, for being here. I appreciate it. Uh-huh. So get this. Included in that amount was a $27,000 tab for legal fees that needed to be paid for Hunter trying to restructuring the joint venture with the Bank of China. But you claiming you not involved, but you paid for that, right? Okay, there's more. Then his business partner, Eric Shaywin. His name is Eric Shaywin. Now proof has come out that he had been, this Eric Shaywin, the business partner of Hunter Biden, had been to the White House in 2016 a total of 8 times, bringing his grand total of trips to the White House during the Obama, or as I like to say, the Obama administration, 27 trips. So you mean to tell me you didn't know nothing about your son's business, but his business partner done been to the White House 27 times, including 8 times in 2016? Is that what you telling us, Creepy Sleepy Joe? Really? I Am Unique say that's why his son don't have no accountability. Parents keep bailing him out. Only in American government. That's right. There you go. More of our tax money going to BS. You better say it. You better say it. And if he was going there that many times to the White House, Obama knew something about it too. I don't care what nobody say. Zelene say, why should Hunter have to pay it if daddy gonna take care of it? Yeah, but daddy can't take care of stuff and be paying for the lawyers, meeting up with his son's business partners while campaigning and telling people he's not involved and he don't know nothing about it. That ain't nothing but a lie. Jackie says, so what I'm getting out of all of this is his son was an F up and that never had to work a day in his life. Not ever. Not ever. And apparently what I get out of it is he learned how to be a liar and a crook from his pappy. Hey, show me 0517. Thank you for holding us down in Twitch land. Nacho Twins mama say, what in the nepotism is going on here? Well, you said it, asked and answered. Asked and answered. So, still lying. So apparently now the press, certain members of the press are getting more bold. So they caught Jen Psaki with her little ugly self. That's an ugly heifer. She reminds me of a Chucky doll and a Cabbage Patch Kid having a baby. It's just, I don't know. I'm tired of her and that red hair. But anyway, they asked her about it. They was like, well, hey Cheryl, what is his stance now? You know, he claimed he didn't know nothing or whatever during the campaign. What is his stance now that these emails then came to light? Child Jen went to stuttering and stuff, y'all, and she said, well, you know, he maintains his same statement. So he gonna maintain the same lie. That's what she should have said. He's maintaining the same lie. He's not gonna correct what he said. We gonna just stick with the first lie he told. Okay, that's the lie we gonna stick with. Now I believe that's all I got in the Biden's lies category. Yeah, that's all I got in Biden's lies. So moving right along, and not to be outdone. Let's go to Johnson & Johnson news. Do you mind? Let's talk about it. Most of us use Johnson & Johnson. Was coming up. You know, you had the No More Tears, and we put it on our babies. And a lot of us grew up with our mamas telling us to put it in our underbreeches and stuff like that. And you know, over the last few decades, there's been lawsuit after lawsuit because Johnson & Johnson talc products have been linked to ovarian cancer. Y'all seen the commercials? Let me see if I can do it. If you or a loved one, y'all remember them commercials? If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with ovarian cancer, please call this number, 1-800-YOU-GOT-GOT. That's 1-800-YOU-GOT-GOT. Y'all remember them commercials? Mm-hmm. Well, Johnson & Johnson, just now, after all this time, is going to have the shareholders. Hey, Mame D, how you doing, boo? So, finally gonna have the shareholders to vote on ending the talc powder sales, talc powder and talc powder product sales. Okay. And get this, this is only coming after women's health groups have mounted pressure. Now, mind you, Johnson & Johnson, what you say, Nisa, them commercials, yeah, them commercials still on. If you or a loved one, yeah, if you or a loved one, them commercials. That's why I don't take that poison y'all call pharmaceuticals. Because y'all not finna have me calling no number on the you or a loved one commercial. Everything come out, everybody want to take it. You get some medicine and stuff come out. Oh, try some Biesitol. Yes, try some Biesitol will fix your nose. It will also give you diarrhea, bloody stools. Your belly button will have extra lint and smell like feet. And also part of your hair will fall out, but only at your edges. Try some Biesitol today. Ask your doctor. And then in about 2 weeks, all you got in 2 weeks is if you or a loved one try some Biesitol, call this number, 1-800-YOU-GOT-GOT. That's 1-800-YOU-GOT-GOT. That's why I don't take that stuff. Okay? That's all I'm saying. What you say? Yes, try some Biesitol. That's the whole name. Try some Biesitol. You know they gotta put all that together. But am I lying though? But am I lying? Did I lie? Did I lie? You say that was smooth. I'm trying to do it just like they do it. Yes. I did the voice too. I got the voice right. Yep. Try some Biesitol. Yes. It will stop your runny nose. And you'll also have bloody stools. Thanks, Biesitol. Mm-hmm. That's what they got for you. So Johnson & Johnson, Nisi say it's funny because it's true. Like a call Saul infomercial. Right. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's the number, Vanessa. 1-800. You got. You fell for the okie doke. There you go. I'm not with it. Yep, that Johnson got a lot of people. You better call the You or a Loved One commercial because that was your loved one. Yes, not the normal amount of lint, but extra lint. There will be extra lint. Yes. So you got to say the side effects real fast. I got to do it fast. Okay. Let me see if I can do it. It will stop your runny nose. Also, alert your doctor if trisombiesetol cause extra lint in your belly button, bloody stools, diarrhea, loosening toenails, and loss of edges. You got to do it quick. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it. Maybe they'll hide me. Thanks, Biesitol. Yes. Mm-hmm. Hey, Miss Kaiser, so say it's the class action lawsuit voice for me. That's how they do it. After they poison you real good, then you get in on a class action lawsuit and get enough to pay your light bill for 1 month before you drop dead. That's what you're gonna get. Hey, Deborah Randall, say the side effects are worse than the ailment is trying to cure. That's what happens every time. Say yes, they have such nice backgrounds in the commercials. Yes, trees, flowers, puppies, all the stuff you ain't gonna never see again after you dead. That's what they put in the commercial. So dig. Johnson and Johnson, they discontinued the sale of the talc powder and talc powder products in the US, but only in the US back in 2020. But they kept selling it all over the globe. In areas or regions with a high population of indigenous people. So in other words, black folks, any other indigenous folks, anybody that's not clear, they still selling the talc powder and talc powder products. Okay, and them people don't have the if you or a loved one commercial. They can't call 1-800 you got, but they still selling it over there. Tosh say may cause death, AIDS, loss of limbs, blindness. Meanwhile, the video is them skipping through a meadow. Exactly. That's right, Tosh. And I'm glad you made it because I know you got my back on the quick answers for this stuff. Vanessa say, "Yep, you won't have the ailment because you'll be dead." Thank you. Death cures it all. Let's just be clear. I'm not trying to be morbid, but I got to laugh at life, honey, because that's all I got. Yeah, they still trying to sterilize people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might get $100. You might get enough for your water bill, or enough to buy you a platter of crab legs or something before you kick the bucket. If you can still kick after you took the medicine. But there you go. So there's more to this. Y'all would think that's all, but it ain't. There's more. So Johnson they had the audacity, y'all, to have their attorneys. Y'all, please hit the like button as you come in. Thumbs up, please thumbs up this video. They had the audacity to have their attorneys to try to urge the SEC, in other words, beg the SEC to block the vote. They didn't even want to let the people vote on it. Talking about they wanted they claimed that this would affect the lawsuits across the world. So where people got lawsuits, if they vote and go ahead and say we gonna stop selling this stuff, then basically you're admitting that that asbestos is a problem in your talc powder. Okay, we talking about Johnson right now, Angel A. And that talc powder and how they giving everybody ovarian cancer. I am unique. Say that's how you know these people are pure evil. Nothing matters but a dollar at all. Hey, Sharon Stanley, all black. Wait, not all black. A black queen. How you doing? Child, they ain't got no morality. You know they pure evil. They pure evil, baby. So get this. There's more to it. So they realized it was a problem. And I'm gonna tell y'all why this is a problem. It's not just that Johnson putting some perfume in the stuff and this is messing up people's ovaries. The issue is that asbestos and talc naturally form together. So it's virtually impossible for them to guarantee that you can have one without the other. Now, y'all know there are because talc is a mineral. And you all know that certain minerals do occur together. And a lot of times they can be mined or purified and to get them away from things that actually naturally occur with them. They actually that naturally grow together. These things naturally occur together. Hey, Vet Charles. So it's too much, and it's too difficult for them to be able to say that they can purify it, that they're able to refine it and get all the asbestos out. The fact that they naturally occur together should let you further know that this ain't possible. They form together. They ain't got no business using that whatsoever. Okay. Now, the World Health Organization, they classified talc as possibly carcinogenic since back in 2006. So this ain't even new. Hey, Just Latrice. Hey, LJ. You say asbestos has always been a problem and they know it. Yes. But see, the thing is, a lot of people that hear about Johnson Johnson don't realize why it was a problem. Okay, so let's just say this. Let's say this. I want to just check with people in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you knew that asbestos was the issue with Johnson and Johnson, or put 2 in the chat if you didn't know why it was an issue, but you just knew that the talc powder was dangerous. Put a 1 in the chat if you knew that asbestos was the issue, or put a 2 in the chat if you didn't know that, but you just knew that Johnson talc powder was going to cause ovarian cancer. Because a lot of people knew about the ovarian cancer, had no idea that asbestos was the issue with the talc powder. So see, we got the majority twos. So it wasn't like you got a couple of ones here and there, but the majority are twos. And that is not by mistake, y'all. That's by design. They did not want you to understand what the issue was. So no one would be outraged when we found out they were still selling it in other countries. That's the whole point. Exactly, Tosh. That's the part that they were pushing, was that, oh, talc is dangerous. The issue is not that talc is dangerous, because on its own, Tosh, talc is not dangerous. The issue is that talc and asbestos naturally form together. And because they form together, it's virtually impossible. It is literally impossible to refine and separate one from the other successfully. Hey, happy to be happy. Therefore, that is what makes it possibly carcinogenic as classified by the World Health Organization since 2006. See, if it was just the talc, they wouldn't have said possibly carcinogenic. They're using the term possibly because you may have pockets where it's just talc and no asbestos admixture. But they had to classify it as possibly carcinogenic because there's no way to guarantee that there will be no asbestos admixture in the talc that they are putting out to the public. And it's criminal. Thanks, sis. I do my best. I do my best over here on FNN, Florida Negro News. I do my best to put the information out. Destiny says they've shut down buildings and schools to tear them down because asbestos was found. But it's cool to put it on my cooler cat in the summer and baby. Yes, that part. Hey, Egypt now. She in the building. Hey, gorgeous. Angel A says these large corporations kill us for profit. It's a fact. Support small business and local as much as you can. It's true. But then you got the government and pandemics, which are a war on small business. Look at how many small businesses got shut down by the bull crap so that the giants can make money. So many of those rich people jumped from millionaires to billionaires during the pandemic, and so many small businesses got shut down, and it was all sanctioned by the government. That's right. Cornstarch is good. So I say all our cosmetics and household products have poisons that are endocrine disruptors. Very true. And ask yourself why that is, because they can get more money from tribiesitol. Right. Deborah says, wow, there goes your ovaries and your lungs. That part. That part. Hey, TJ Ray, how you doing? I'm glad you stopped in, sis. I'm just saying, hey, it is what it is. Hey, I got to give it to y'all straight. This Florida Negro news. Now I'm gonna give it to you straight. It might sound a little rough, but I'm gonna give it to you straight. Coffee Mocha says they are still doing the commercials because in these non-English speaking stores they sell it and it's written in their language. Ah, see there? And women been using powder every day, and putting asbestos right next to their pocketbook. Hey, Amused, how you been, Bookie? Zelene say Johnson and Johnson ain't ish. Killing innocent people sounds like an episode of Law and Order. Girl, yes. Where is Jack McCoy when you need him? Where is Jack McCoy? That we don't eat. If we don't eat poison, we either breathe it in or put it on our bodies. That's the plan anyway. Lala says they love finding different methods to poison us. This is all by design. They're sick. Yes, they are. Hey, Grandma Rocks, what's up, boo? It's ridiculous. Yes, a lot of our foods that we eat over here are not legal other places because of them preservatives and crap they put in there. So I say you have to familiarize yourself with ingredients and read labels. They write clean on the front of the bottle, and meanwhile, there's 45 sneaky chemicals inside, right? Oh, yeah, cancer's big money. That's why I said, why you think they're doing it? They want you to take some tribiesitol. Say single-handedly wiping out races that are not clear. Well, I'm gonna say this, a black queen. They trying to. Meanwhile, see one thing about. Let me tell y'all something about my God. My God don't like ugly, and He ain't crazy about pretty. They breaking their neck to wipe out everybody whose skin ain't clear. But baby, them birth rates over there in Europe is dwindling like a son of a gun. They have dwindled down to a trickle. They over there selling off whole towns in Spain because you ain't got enough people to populate them sapsuckers, and selling them off for less than some of these girls in the hood get back on their income tax return. See, when you try to do ugly, you got to be careful. You understand? They used to tell me when you dig one ditch, you better dig two. Because that first one you dug might be for you. See, they dug ditches left and right all over this globe, and baby, they falling in them. They tripping and falling in head first. Head first, them and their mammy. Destiny say that lavender Johnson Johnson powder was my jam back in the day too. Right, and you better thank God you survived because they had some good old asbestos in there for you. The priest say, you see where they planning to ban menthol cigarettes. Well, they ought to, in my opinion, they should have been banned all the cigarettes. What you got them there for, other than the fact that those people that own those tobacco companies are paying these politicians to keep them on the shelf. Angel Ace talking to Zelene. Let me mind my business. Get out y'all conversation. You read Pepsi, Gatorade, and others use fetal cells for enhancing flavorings. Are you shocked? I don't drink either one, but are you shocked? That's all I'm trying to say. And stay, yeah. Get Stabler punch somebody. Stabler haul off and hit you. He'll haul off and knock the pee at you. Stabler is all right with me. They're especially natural flavorings. Nothing natural about them. Nothing. Nothing. Ain't nothing natural about poison. Jakeem Kroom. Hey Bookie, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Say, but who gonna look up ain't shiggity at all when you've been trained and trusted to use them for generations. We know now, but dang. But see, that's my whole point. You shouldn't trust nothing these people say. I don't give a darn. If you tell me, hey, one nurse Courtney, how you doing? What a pretty picture. Happy Thursday. Glad you're here. This the thing. I don't care if you tell me it's free $5 bills on 3rd Street. If I know it's coming from them, I'm not going to get that $5 bill. Now, if you go get it and bring it back and we can put it in a self-contained unit and observe it for 6 months, I might touch it. You shouldn't trust nothing come from them people. Ty say, for the past 2 years, I've been actively trying to detoxify my cosmetics and products I use. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I make 59 look good. Thank you so much for the super chat. She said, just sending a little support. Love you, sis. I love you right back. Right back. So get this. I want to see what they do. I want to see what they do next. But the idea that they was trying to still put that and shove that down people's throats, listen, this is criminal. This is criminal. But when it's all said and done, we got to go after Putin because Putin is the danger in the world. Putin is the danger in the world. But meanwhile, you got Johnson Johnson out here poisoning people with asbestos, and America turning the other cheek and looking the other way while they worry about crimes against humanity. If putting cancer in somebody's pocketbook on people's babies is not a crime against humanity, I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'm just saying. You say that fiber come with an angle you ain't ready for. Sure will. That fiber cost you 500. I believe it. I believe it. I sure do. So speaking of Putin, since we done segued into our favorite villain, Putin. Listen, apparently, y'all, this is what ain't nobody told me, and I'm not sure why y'all didn't tell me about it. Okay. Okay. I don't know why y'all ain't tell me about this, but I'm gonna tell y'all. Apparently, we are in an episode of Aquaman 2. Yes, you heard me right. We're in an episode of Aquaman 2. And y'all ain't told me. That's right. I ain't mad at Vlad either. Vlad, my dog. Vlad, my dog. They came at him and he turned around and said, you want this oil, you're paying in rubles. Ever since he did that, I said, okay, gangster, gangster. I smell you. So get this. We in Aquaman 2. Yes, we are. And the reason we in Aquaman 2, I know y'all like Jason Momoa. Why? I don't know. That man still need to wash his hair. However, Aquaman 2 is starring Vladimir Putin. You heard what I said. Vladimir Putin is hitting the big screens in Aquaman 2 because this man is deploying dolphin soldiers to protect their underwater naval base in the Black Sea. You heard what I said. That man done put two dolphin pens at the entrance of the Sevastopol harbor. If I said it wrong, then forgive me. Rochelle, thank you for the super chat and happy Thursday to you too. And apparently they train the dolphins. Mm-hmm. They training the dolphins in anti-diving tactics. So if you send a diver down there, basically it's two pins. They treating the dolphins like attack pit bulls. They got attack dolphins down there, and they gonna jump out and they gonna counter the diver operation. So shout out to the Navy SEALs. I hope y'all know how to fight dolphins. I ain't never fought a dolphin. I done fought men. I haven't hit a woman in I don't know how long, but I have fought men. I fought when I was a kid. I ain't never fought a dolphin. I've even punched the pit bull in the nose, barking at me. But I ain't never, ever, ever fought no dolphin. Okay, they smart. That's cool about them being smart, but apparently they can fight. They can wallow, and apparently dolphins will thump. Now I don't know whether the dolphin got pistols. They ain't tell me that part. I just want you to understand that we are in an episode of Aquaman 2. Nisa say no one could have heard that right. Trained dolphins now. I might have heard it out. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Uh-huh. You say not. Yes, the dolphins. The dolphins. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. What I'm trying to tell you is they training the dolphins to whoop your tail. So if you're planning on going to the Black Sea and you done had a thought in your mind about I'm gonna just swim up under there and knock on the door at the underwater base, don't go down there. They got two dolphin pens. I didn't even know they could hold them in pens. Yeah, they made the first off, sis. Let me just tell you, dolphins been violent. Dolphins have been violent, and not only is a dolphin violent, a dolphin will steal some coochie. Now you know we can't say the R word. Dolphins, some roughnecks, and they always have been. Them the gangsters of the sea. Don't let them fool you because they're cute. Vlad is a bad mofo, and Sleepy Joe could learn a thing or two. Well, apparently, it's not Sleepy Joe, but our military ain't too far behind because I heard that America got some attack dolphins too. See, they ain't told us about this. We in a hole. We are all in. We all extras in Aquaman 2 because America been doing it too. But you know, Russia had to turn up the heat. So in the Arctic North, Russia using different marine animals. They using beluga whales and seals in the Arctic North because of the temperature. Uh-huh. Ain't this something? This crazy. Taffy Mocha say, look at all the incidents that happened at SeaWorld with the dolphins, Shamu and his boys. I'm telling you, them dolphins ain't no joke. You heard that about dolphins? Yeah. Child, a dolphin will beat up. Child, who? Who? I don't play with them dolphins. Miss Kaiser Sosa say, why people swimming with them? Go back and read them stories about the people swimming with them. Dolphins done tried to snatch panties off real human women. So you got to be real careful. Don't you go, oh, I'm going to go swimming with the dolphins. I hope you got on a chastity belt. That's all I'm going to tell you. To mess around and get your cat snatched by a dolphin, don't call me because I'm going to laugh at you. Lala say, that's a different type of bush gardens. Pootie said, you run up and the dolphin's going to regulate. Yes. Boot, doot, 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 doot. Regulators. They regulating the stealing of all the property. Okay? Don't do it. Run up and get done up. The dolphins is waiting. Okay? So I just found out Zelensky and George Soros' cousins. Are you shocked? Dolphins are cute, but don't play. Nah, don't play with them. Them some real gangsters. Nisa say, and here I'm thinking that it's Free Willy and the sharks doing the damage to the waters. No. Dolphins can help you out, but they'll mess you up too. Yes, don't be swimming with them. Yes, I said it. Get your cat snatched by a dolphin. Do not call me. Yes, them swiping dolphins. You a survivor. You survive. Okay, well, I'm glad you survived. You only heard about the whales at SeaWorld, but honey, I'm just telling you. Yep, you got to wear them wetsuits around them and have it zipped up tight. Yeah, run up, get done up. Run up, get done up. You survived. Your cat is intact. Well, praise the Lord. Because I don't know how I would feel. I don't know how I would feel about no dolphin snatching my panties. I don't know how I would feel. You say 100% OPP bandits. I'm just saying. Putin got them down there guarding the base. And then get this. Ukraine talking about, well, we didn't have no plans of trying nothing. Yes, you did. That's how you found out they got them dolphins down there. Y'all came and reported about he had them dolphins down there. Y'all went down there, them dolphins done slapped you up, smacked you up, might have did something strange to you and sent you back. I'm just saying. You saw a dolphin jump on top of a clear woman and tried to mate with her. Yeah, I done seen that too. Yeah, they'll fight a shark, mess a shark up, and they strong. You don't that I'm just telling you, you don't want no trouble with no dolphin. But Ukraine up there lying talking about we wasn't gonna try nothing, but you know it's over there. You wouldn't even know nothing about it, and you wouldn't care if you wasn't gonna try something. You better leave them alone. Aquaman got you rolling. Well, girl, we all extras in the movie. We all extras in the movie. Jay, your sister's crazy. I know you new over here with your sisters, but your sisters are real crazy. So just pray for them. I'm just saying that's what's going on. So y'all make sure your outfits is straight. Make sure your wigs is glued down properly. Make sure your lace ain't showing. Make sure your edges, if you ain't got no wig on, buy you a jar of colored edges because we are all extras in Aquaman 2. Okay, we all extras. Now, speaking of ridiculous fake things, or things that should be fake. Now, we do know that the dolphin gangsters are real, but here's some fake stuff. Now, y'all know Facebook, Instagram, and the rest of them is a part of Meta. You know that what's the Zuckerberg? He done changed the name to Meta. Mm-hmm. Lord, let me see what y'all talking about. You say them soldiers better not drop the soap, but them dolphins sure better not. They gonna have the worst case of hemorrhoids in their life. RJ Gray say, wait, are you saying that dolphins are worried people? Yes, they will. Where y'all been? You ain't know? That's real. Grandma Rock say, I just got through planting my garden. I'm glad you planted your garden. I hope the rest of y'all started your gardens at least. At least. But back to Zuckerberg and Meta. So his shares got up. But get this. Now, y'all remember, we were talking about the fact that Facebook was in trouble. They had lost all them active viewers. Wasn't nobody paying attention. And now all of a sudden, get this, magically 31 million brand new daily active users just popped up in the last 3 months. Yeah, right. That was just to push the price of them stocks up, in my opinion. I call BS. Okay, that's very true. They doing it for pleasure. That is the truth. So magically, now y'all know they struggling against TikTok. They can't beat TikTok. TikTok is a whole phenomenon. You know they owned by that company out of China, and you ain't gonna be able to beat that because of the fact that the children be on there doing all them strange dances, twitching around and jerking their arms back and forth. And then you got clear children that come in and try to learn the dances, and then they do them, and the old people jump on there and they try to do them, and they look crazy, and it's just everybody jumping around and twitching and making faces at a camera and putting on filters, just weird stuff. But this is the world we live in. This is what they do. So Facebook can't compete with that. So they claiming they magically got 31 million brand new daily active users just in the last couple months. I say that's right. Little boys twerking. That's what is on there. That's right, Angel A. Tell them again. I am unique. Say that ain't nothing but them bots driving up the price. That's what it is. I'm telling you. That's what it is. They be on the ticket on as my like I tell my daughter, the tickety top. Everything on the tickety top. So Facebook ain't been able to compete. Magically, they get 31 million brand new daily users. Ain't doing nothing but lying. I call BS. It's bots. And get this, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they had slipped down to $174.95 per share. And see, by them putting them bots up there, pretending like they got 31 million brand new daily active users, it pushed the price from $174.95 magically up to $210.14 per share. So y'all do the math. You know what I'm gonna tell you. Draw the line and follow the money. Draw the line, follow the money, because that's all you got to do, and you'll figure out exactly what's going on. It ain't hard to see. It ain't hard to see what's happening. Now, yeah, just be up there just twitching and snatching their arms around and stuff. And yes, the stock market is a scam, and your politicians have been participating and winning big money at that scam. You never ticked or talk. Me neither. Me neither. A black queen say, yeah, most people despise Facebook nowadays. Before long, you'll see Facebook has purchased TikTok. That China ain't gonna sell. You one thing about China, China don't play. They ain't selling nothing. They might want to. I think the worst thing they'll be able to do, to be honest, a black queen, would be to try to create something similar to try to compete. Because as it stands, China ain't selling. That's one. Trump tried to help them with that. It didn't work. And then number two, the kids got more freedom over there. Facebook screwed themselves when they started putting everybody in Facebook jail and censoring people and making and trying to change what people say, trying to control speech. Okay. You set his phone ablaze if you caught him ticking and talking. Well, get this. Well, why are we talking about the what really was the death of Facebook? Because I still say the death of Facebook was, in my humble opinion, the censorship. You kept trying to control what grown people say, kept trying to tell people what they couldn't say. You couldn't even have an all black group on Facebook without clear people showing up and reporting every little word you said. Oh, it's hate speech. Meanwhile, you had whole got doggone white supremacist groups on there and saying all kind of stuff, including the Azov Battalion, which is a neo-Nazi group, which is working in concert with the Ukrainian military. All that is a trip to me. Okay. Hey, picking the brain 3. I'm just saying it ain't going yet, Angel A, but it's going. It's going. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So anyway, the newest thing that's happening right now is, of course, Elon is taking over the Twitter, because this is the whole thing. This happened on Monday. This was on Monday, where they agreed to sell to Elon. Okay. Even if everything goes as planned, he won't actually own Twitter for another few months. But his deal, it said, it left him wondering what the takeover gonna mean. But now I'm gonna tell you one thing that it's gonna mean for sure. Hey, lel, how you doing, boo? You agree, S. Collins? I really do believe the censorship did it. Don't the grown people don't like being told what to say. They're super controlling. My friend messaged me when I was taking a break because she didn't see me post. I was shocked, like I ain't got a real life to live. Right. People do that now. You going back to MySpace? I know that's right. Well, yeah. So I brought this up. This was to me a perfect segue because what killed Facebook is now what's got a lot of our Democrats and extreme liberal nut jobs losing their mind right now because Elon has said basically the man just he said he's a proponent for free speech. Mind you, Tosh, we don't have to trust the man to say that people have a right to free speech. At the end of the day, I see this here too. Chips and brains and all that there. You ain't finna put a chip nowhere in me. I mean, now if you want to brush some of your chips, some of your chingaling into my pocket, I will take them chips. I take the chingaling. But the truth of the matter is, him owning a social media platform, and the only thing the man has said is what's I believe in free speech. Why that scares people so bad is amusing to me. You got people on there talking about free speech is a threat to democracy. If democracy is supposed to be based on the will of the people, how does free speech hurt the will hurt democracy? Like that's apples and oranges. How does that work? When the truth of the matter is simply this. It's simply this. Is it that you want democracy or you only want democracy if you can control the people's minds so that way when they do vote, their will really ain't their will, is what you told them their will was. It's just been real interesting watching them lose their mind. Um, they said a lot of the bot accounts, people who had accounts with a bunch of bots, they have left, and you see like they'll have like, let's just say this is just an example. People who got like 200,000 followers, or they'll have like 80,000 followers. All of a sudden they down to like 35,000 followers. So a lot of they bot accounts, a lot of the bots are dropping off in anticipation of Elon's takeover, which is actually funny to me. It's funny. You got Elizabeth Warren freaking out. Oh, this is scary. It's dangerous if Elon, him taking over is very dangerous if he takes over Twitter. Why? Because y'all can't go to the people in charge and tell them to censor who y'all want to censor because he's somebody with enough money that you can't control him. Is that what this is? Hey, I am unique. Thank you for the super chat. Says Shanitra, you be bringing the real with love and laughter. I learn something every time I listen. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, girl, them bought followers. The numbers is dropping already in anticipation of Elon's takeover. Just anticipating the takeover, the bought numbers are dropping. Yeah, bought followers, bought and bot. And see, two things can be true: BOUGHT and BOT. They are both true. Both. Yes, it's very interesting. So now all of a sudden, yes, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to the extent they said that one person was making comments, and he was a media person. Can't remember his name else. I tell you, that fool said that Elon owning Twitter can start World War III. Baby, creepy, sleepy Joe done already did that for y'all. Don't blame this on Elon telling people they can say what they want to say. Mm-hmm. You say exactly. They constantly paying for bots to push their agendas, right? And they scared because they know Elon is silly enough and cheeky enough that he might just expose that. Oh, so and so got this many bots. This one has that many bots. So they already dropping the bots because they know he 9 times out of 10 probably gonna snitch on. So I thought that was also very, very, very interesting. Now, y'all, that's it for the regular news. Let's get to the funny papers, shall we? Do y'all mind? Can we do a little bit of? Can we spend a little time on the funny papers? So, this one not so funny, but let's put it on out there. Derek Chauvin, the one who killed George Floyd, he is asking to have his conviction overturned. Okay. Egypt now is in Twitch land. Say she finally figured it out. I love it. You say bye bye bots and bots too. That's right, both of them. You say abort, abort. They say emergency meeting. Mm-hmm. That's right. So listen. Wait, hold on. He said they can keep Donald off though. I do think that man is a threat to national security and my eyeballs. Yeah, but see, this is what I said back when they first banned Trump. That is a slippery slope. If people sat around celebrating because they made one person shut up because you don't like what they got to say, always know it has to start somewhere. So if you allow one person to be silenced because you don't like what they got to say, it's only a matter of time before somebody come and silence you too. The idea of free speech is not because you like what the person's saying, but it's the fact that they have a right to say it. And then people are supposed to have enough sense to either agree or disagree and move on. If you don't like something that somebody say, what you do is you block. If you don't like something somebody say on YouTube, what we do, we hit them three dots and we hit do not recommend channel. But see, when we start buying into the concept of if I don't like what you say, I can shut you up. What happens one day when the powers that be don't like what you say? That's what I'm trying to say. Exactly. They banned an active president regardless. That was insane. Yes, it was. That's right. Destiny say, show me your truth so I know where you stand. I don't have a problem with free speech. I defend free speech. I may not like you or what you got to say, but I will defend your right to say it. DH, hey boo, I'm glad you're here. That's the facts. And what's funny is Trump said he don't even want to go back on there. Everybody worried about, oh, Elon gonna put Trump back. Elon gonna put Trump back. At the end of the day, Trump was funny as hell on Twitter. Y'all say what y'all want to say. That man was up there with his misspelled words, bad grammar and punctuation, saying all kind of ignorant stuff. He was entertaining as hell and quiet as kept. If he hadn't been on there being Mr. Twitter fingers, we wouldn't have known half the dirt he was doing because the Republicans would have been happy to cover it up. Now, the fact that he was ignorant enough to be on Twitter running his mouth actually did us a favor. It did us a favor. And I'm going to go a little bit further about that monkey with a wig. See, you got to always find the bright side to people. Now, this is a good time for me to just drop this in y'all's spirit because it just dropped in mine. Even when somebody is terrible, find the bright side, okay? He was a terrible person. His wig was horrendous. And so was his belly and his spray tan. However, what he did to politics in the US will never ever be undone. And don't ever forget it. The truth of the matter is that orange monkey with a wig turned politics into the reality show that we enjoy today. We can come on here for good morning and good afternoon royals and enjoy the best reality show in existence, US politics, thanks to the monkey with a wig. Because before that monkey with a wig, I, and the good Lord know, it wasn't this many people paying attention to US politics. Those people got away with dirt, murder, genocide, and everything else for centuries. And they got away with it right in front of our eyes because most people would not investigate, read anything. They just voted as long as the person had on blue or blue in their background, and they asked no questions. Since the advent of the monkey with a wig, people have started asking questions and paying attention. People have started catching lies because they got sharp with catching his lies. So then once they got sharp catching his lies, then they went to catching other people's lies. You always got to find the bright side. You always got to find a bright side. I had an uncle named Bill, William Edmondson. He was a sweetheart to me. But one thing about Bill, y'all, Bill was a drunk. Bill was a drunk. And I learned the difference between bourbon, scotch, and brandy from Bill because I could smell it and I knew what my uncle had drank. There's a bright side. It wasn't good that he was a drunk? No. But I definitely learned the difference in my liquors from Bill. So see, it's something you can learn from everybody. I done told y'all a broke clock is right twice a day. And the sun even shines on a dog's anus sometimes. Always find the bright side. Now he brought something to the planet. It wasn't much, but he at least did do that. LEL said he sure did. It used to be boring, and they were slipping all type of stuff under our nose. They sure did. Tosh say no one paid attention to politics before him. Sure didn't. I'm telling you, it's true. Hey, Velda, say those tweets incited that storm on the White House with them crazies. It was on the Capitol building. However, those tweets also got people paying attention and watching the show and watching the show. And the thing is, they didn't really storm the Capitol because, from what I saw in the video, the police moved the barricades and ushered them crazy people in. And that too is something we wouldn't have been paying attention to as closely if it had not been for that pot-bellied monkey with a wig. Angel A say it's the greatest show on earth. Oh, razzle dazzle. That's right. That's right now. Because see, now people paying attention. Thank you. Everybody want to talk about the lesser of two evils, but that was a necessary evil. It sure was. Bill gone on the glory. He wouldn't even be mad about me telling it, but it's the truth. That's how I learned the difference. That's how I learned the difference. When I saw the little bottle and I smelled and I perceived the aroma, I knew what was what. Lala say trying to follow his tweets was like playing a game of Clue. Never a dull moment. Never. Never. At all. Say they literally had Fed ops pushing bad behavior. Jan sure did. Yes, they did. They was pushing it. They was pushing it. And because we had that pot-bellied monkey with a wig for 4 years, we learned how to pay attention to what was going on. And so we were able to see that certain congressmen knew about it. We were able to see that they were that he was on there pushing stuff, and we was able to follow the clues and see that they was on telegraph and planning meetings and all this stuff. Nobody was paying attention that close before that monkey. Nobody. Destiny say a lot of whistleblowers and truths that come out of the caves of the caucus because he's petty. And there you go. Truth is just the truth. Truth is just the truth. Sometimes you just got to let it be what it is. I ain't got to like you to tell the truth with you. Yes, that's that monkey with a wig. That's the monkey. That's, in my opinion, that's the original monkey with a wig. Now that's all I'm saying. So yeah, there's that. But Shaven trying to get his conviction overturned, y'all. He said that this is what he looking for. He said he either want a lesser punishment, he want them to throw out the conviction and put his case back in Hennepin. I'm assuming he's hoping it'll be enough people that are sympathetic to him that he can get away with murder, and or just have them reverse the conviction. I don't think it's gonna work, but there's that. Now, also in clear shenanigans, Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. Hey, this girl right here telling people that they drinking each other's blood. You heard what I said. Drinking each other's blood. And Miss Thing came out to clarify, and her clarification made it that much worse. I don't know what part of the game this is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It's times when I can recognize that maybe I'm just getting old. I can recognize that. I can accept that it's possible that I'm getting old. I got more gray than I used to. Arthur be bothering me. My gout be acting up. It's all kind of stuff to let me know that maybe I'm getting old. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing no tripping. I ain't tripping. So what had happened was she came out and she was going to clarify what had happened, because she made the comment about that they was going to drink each other's blood or whatever. This was after the man had so-called proposed to her. And she said, so I guess that might have misled some people, imagining us with goblets like we in the Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood. But get this is her explanation, y'all. It's just a few drops for ritual purposes, as though that made it better. Listen, y'all better get these crazy people. I need somebody to get these crazy people. I said get them. And I mean get them right now, too. What is the problem? What is the problem? She said just for ritual purposes. Hello, good night. And then went to list all kind of stuff that she into, the tarot and the this and all kind of metaphysical, just crazy. All of Hollywood does is they just slowly trying to reveal to normalize it. I ain't gonna say all of Hollywood do that. Everybody ain't around there drinking blood, girl. Everybody is not doing that. So it was just about you were just about to mention that. Well, I mentioned it. You say AOC told on herself in interviews. At least Katie had enough sense to say very little. He say you ain't getting old. They just bolder. Yeah, they crazy. You around here talking about it, but the fact that she said it's just a few drops. What do you mean? What do you mean it's just a few drops? Why are you doing it at all? Can we answer that question first? You know what I'm saying? Why are you doing rituals where you got to drink the man blood? Yes, them witches and warlocks. You know that's what I call them now. Say those two weirdos, LOL, Machine Gun Kelly, but I like a couple songs. I've never heard any of his music. He just looks strange to me. He looks strange, and now I know he is strange. Ain't hiding it out. You say Jennifer Aniston talking about her goddess witch circle. I ain't shocked. People engaging in all that stuff. Let me tell y'all something. This mess ain't new, and it ain't just Hollywood. Some of your neighbors engaging in some mess too. Keep telling y'all you're in the last days, but don't nobody want to believe me. Apparently, I'm just a crazy old lady on the porch. RJ Gray say, also the crazy and going to catch hemochromatosis. Yes, there you go. Just why? I don't understand it. Hepatitis case waiting to happen. Ain't no telling. Y'all be killing me with this. Hollywood full of the world is full of witchcraft. Stop thinking it's just Hollywood. Don't be thinking it's some strange place you're gonna go and that's where it's happening. Your neighbor, some of the people at your church is engaging in witchcraft. Some of your doctors are engaged in witchcraft. Some of your public defenders, DAs and judges, POs are engaged in witchcraft. Honey, that mess is not, it's not something that's rare. People are doing this everywhere. I keep telling y'all about that, looking for the boogeyman. Ain't no boogeyman. The Negro everywhere. That's right. What it is, the world is getting more bold. I'm gonna tell you how I know. Last time I was on Facebook, it was people on there, black folks at that, on Facebook talking about dressing candles and carving this and that into the candle before you light it. Ain't nothing but witchcraft practices. Stop thinking it's just Hollywood when it's everywhere. Lel say that man is skinnier than dried fish. How much blood does he have for her to even drink? He looked like a paper cutter make him fall. You ain't gonna never go to their house, girl. You better not go to nobody's house. There's a reason why our mothers used to not let everybody come visit. Most of our mothers, I'll say, you wouldn't let everybody come visit. Say they calling you nuts over there too. Don't believe them. Tell them they lying. Tell them they lying. Yeah, we're in the last days. Everybody act like I'm just the crazy old lady on the porch, but I'm telling y'all, these are the last days. That's right. Don't worship people, but you better pay attention and don't be letting everybody in your house. Right. You better wake up. We don't know that all them people do it, just like we can't say all us do it. I'm not gonna pronounce that on nobody. But I wouldn't let all of them in my house, just like I wouldn't let everybody on the street in my house. I don't trust people like that. You don't know what people engaging in. Yeah, MF for what? Right. Yes, it needs to tell them again. It's everywhere. It's always this idea that you can go one place and this is where the weirdos are. No, baby, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Everywhere. Let me tell you something. I dare you to just put a bunch of, just pray and anoint, get your anointed oil and write down your scriptures and just hide them in various places at your cubicle at work and see how many people avoid your desk and they won't even know why. There's witches everywhere, child. Yvette say sign of the time that it's becoming brazen though, definitely the last days. Yeah, they getting bold everywhere. The fact that they got whole groups on social media that they out in the open with. The fact that you got people that are performers that are not in Hollywood, they're musicians and they bringing it on stage. Ain't nobody say nothing. Ozzy Osbourne up there was biting the head off bats for years, and everybody acted like that mess was normal. It's not. That's right. The boogeyman be your neighbor. You better say it, honey. Some of y'all got neighbors you can't trust. You walk out your house and be done step right on some graveyard dirt, fooling with these people. That's right, Lala. Miss Sally sure is probably a witch too. Thank you. You didn't go in everybody's house when I was a girl, and you sure didn't let everybody in yours. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Stop thinking it's one place or the other when it's everywhere. Be thinking you safe just because you ain't around people in Hollywood. That listen, you better not trust the mailman either, or the UPS man. Say there was a brick and mortar witchcraft store near my brother's barber shop. They bold. Girl, they right over here in Houston got what they call botanicas, selling the stuff right out in the open, all them different candles and oils and idols that they putting on altars, all this old crazy mess. Yes, that's all I'm trying to say. Sometimes you got to wake up. Sometimes you just got to wake up and call a thing a thing. Never play yourself. Never play yourself. Hey, Amy J. Thank you so much. Amuse say people need to stay prayed up and pray for more discernment. You better say it. Right, but this is my whole point. They might call it a spiritual store, but we all know what it is. We all know exactly what it is. We all know precisely what we're looking at. That's all I'm trying to say. But I want y'all to know. And that's what it is, sis. They call it new age. Ain't no new age, it's evil. Plain and simple. And I don't care if I step on the toe, say ouch. And then throw that stuff out your house. So anyway, next up, next up, why they tell me that the Real Housewives of Atlanta women had to pay out of their pocket for their photo shoot? Let me ask you again. Why am I hearing that the ladies of the Real Housewives of Atlanta had to pay for their own photo shoot out of pocket? Why come do this line right up with what Nene is saying about how they were treated differently? See, and I'm gonna tell you something else I noticed. Something else I noticed is that the same people that thought it was cool to attack that black woman just because of some skillful editing and the fact that we just been trained to dislike each other and to applaud when other people attack us, all of a sudden people like, oh, Nene got a point. I get now some of what Nene's saying making sense. It made sense the whole time when you can get over the fact that you don't like somebody. Got these people sitting up here paying for their own stuff, paid for their own photo shoot. AAE, thank you for the super chat. Yes, we finna get into it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, DeAndre Bravo is racist as hell. Hey, Kobe Cole. Say, I'm late. Got to rewind to the beginning. I'm glad you made it, though. Hey, Miss Wilson. Yeah, they dirty. And I thought it was more pages. They say it's actually only 74 pages in the document. Child, it's so much stuff coming out. Then they say Andy had the nerve to try to block, to not try, but to block her, from getting a radio show deal. Like it's so much stuff coming out. Had to do their own photo shoot because Bravo was gonna lowball them again and make them look bad. Hold on, y'all. I'm responding to family. One bit. Bang. Okay. You'll never forget what you said concerning Candy on ATLians Live. Well, I said a whole lot of stuff about Candy because I don't do her. You ain't yelling, girl. I don't mind capital, lowercase, all of it. It all works for me. What you say, girl? Andy Cohen is a sorry MF. Yes, he is. That word, what you just said, he's just that. You took a selfie at the crib and sent that. Nah, but that's the whole point. They sat there and basically allowed those ladies on RHOA to make Bravo for them. It started with being Bobby Brown, and then RHOA was the final and proverbial nail in the coffin. Like they killed it. They literally killed it, and they made Bravo so that other shows could benefit. Say one nurse Courtney says, I never doubted her stuff about Kim, threw me off because she kept hanging with her. Yeah, that, and you know what, that has always been my critique for Nene, that she's always been very silly in trying to find a way to get along with and forgive people. Taj, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my gosh, she said sending love. I love you right back. I just be happy that you here to talk, child. I just be happy that you here to talk because I like to hear what you got to say. But this is the thing. The thing that really gets me is that they've been doing this so long and they've been getting away with it and nobody says anything. Lel says, I think that show's ready to be retired. Their retirement is overdue. It's time to let the show be great and let Potomac take over. Well, you ain't got to let them take over when they're taking over anyway. That show is dry. Jackie said, I guess I wouldn't have been included in that photo shoot. Nah, but I understood that. I understand where they was coming from to do that, though. AAE said, remember what Friends in the 90s and how they came together as collective to negotiate with NBC? Huh? Nene told them to move as a unit. Oh, yeah. We know about that. Yeah, they always have to have their own glam. They always, because Bravo treat them they treat them like second-class citizens. I'm so glad the truth is coming out about Bravo. I am. And it's like a lot of us could see it. And right now you see why Nene cursed him out. And it was so funny because you had people that were sitting there and they were like, oh, Nene got what was coming to her. Remember how nasty she kept talking to Andy? Well, I'm going to say this. I ain't going to say I'm going to say this and shut up because that'll be a lie. But I'm going to say this. I think at a certain point, you now see why she was talking to Andy the way she was talking to him. To a certain degree, I feel like everybody should be able to see why she handled production the way she handled them. Because ever since she started complaining, production started handling her. And I feel like this still goes back to all those people who kept saying it was never a problem till you wasn't on the show. Well, according to the documentation, apparently it was a problem, even while she was still on the show. It was a problem because they went to treating her real bad because she complained about Kim Zolciak, or as some lovingly called her, KKK Kim. Candace say, can we just cancel Roa? Who knows who's watching? Not me. It was once okay, not so much anymore. Thank you. Lord DH, thank you for the super chat. Says sending more love. I appreciate it. I really do. Angel A say keep your enemies closer. Maybe with Messy Kim. Maybe that is what she was thinking. But I always felt like Nene was too willing to try to forgive and get along with people. I wouldn't have done it. Like, I can forgive you and keep you far away from me, and that's the best I can do. Lel say, oh, did y'all see Andy Cohen in the RHO in New Jersey trailer having a coke induced orgasm, or what he was doing with his face? Oh Lord, no, I didn't see that. I'm scared. You say the whole network needs to go? Yeah, that's true. Destiny said, okay, Potomac is all I watch. Tired of watching them. Content is dry. Drama is clearly scripted. I don't care no more. Right. But see, you got to look at Destiny. They were forced to go into content that was truly scripted because people who actually had personalities are gone. Whether you love Nene or hate her, the lady has a larger than life personality, and she didn't need nobody to do it. It's just her nature. Phaedra, as much as I couldn't stand her, Phaedra had a big personality. Portia's one of them, like, she needs somebody to play off of, but her personality has grown and expanded. The rest, there's no real characters left. So the only thing left to do is scripted. And last season it was scripted, and it was full of Nene Leakes impersonators. Nene was new to TV, so give her grace. The thing is, she was new to TV, but she was being her authentic self. And I think that's why I always liked her. AAE, thank you for the super chat. Say the TV show Friends in the 90s came together as a collective. Aha, to negotiate their contract. That's true because of the show's success, and they still receive residuals. Very, very true. Y'all hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right, I'm back, y'all. That was my baby. Mm-hmm. You say he controls the cameras and editing. Andy's a dirty one. Yes. And I feel like they started giving her the worst editing possible the minute she started complaining. And what pisses me off is how people bought it and attacked that woman and never use any type of critical thinking. It was just, I'm just immediately going to agree with whatever they say about you. CC Miller, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, you're speaking facts. I'm a little behind because everybody needs something as soon as you go live. Hashtag playing catch up. Thank you so much, sis. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Kobe Cole, for the super sticker. I appreciate the love. AAE says Nene was always willing to forgive because she always thought what was best for the show. Candy and Kenya do not think of the collective for the show. Right. And I think part of that too, AAE, is that that's just Nene's nature. That's Lanithia. She one of those people that she's got a big heart and she tries to forgive people and look at it from all sides, all that stuff. I can forgive. I can look at it from other sides, okay? But once I've forgiven you, I'ma still need you to give me 50 feet. Okay? I will, I promise. I'm gonna go see it. His end is drug induced. Lord, you said orgasm. I'm gonna go look. I'm just saying, it gets to be too much. It gets to be too much. You say if you have personality, you don't need a lot of drama. The thing is, when you got personality, people might feel like it's drama. They could feel like it's whatever. When you just being you, you don't have to script it. You just come off the dome, you speaking from your heart. And that's just kind of what it is. And that's what that girl did. Nene was that girl. Hey, thank you for the super chat. You say the Royal Trinity is gone. Nene, Portia, Phaedra. Yep. Yep. And now it is what it is. It truly is. Vanessa say Nene was excited to make that money, and when her complaints were ignored, she learned to play the game. Agreed. Y'all give me 1 second. All right. Sorry, y'all. Ooh, child, I'm popular today. I'm popular. Um, and not in a good way. Nadia, hey boo, what you say? You say, I hope all the bloggers who said she wanted too much to apologize to her. They're not gonna apologize. You gotta always remember we still talking about a black woman. So even when you right, you wrong. You say RH has jumped the shark. You so crazy. There are a lot of people don't know how to deal with people like that. They often mistake it as a threat, and that's how they viewed Nene. Well, I don't know if I mean maybe. I don't know. Especially, but you know what? Claudia, the colorist, or as I like to call her, Clawfoot Jordan. Clawfoot's issue was not that she thought Nene wanted too much. Clawfoot's issue with Nene was that she got fired off that show after one season, and she felt like it was Nene's fault that she couldn't come back because at the end of the day, Nene didn't want her there. A lot of people didn't want her there. Nobody wants Clawfoot. Yvette say Andy need to go swim with them dolphins. I'm through. I'm through because I'm scared that Andy might like swimming with them dolphins. Them dolphins might go through a few things if they go swimming with Andy. You say you wouldn't forgive Andy if he was down on bended knee like Boys to Men. All I'm gonna say is with this lawsuit situation, the only thing, yes, old Clawfoot Jordan, the only thing that I would say about that, this comment right here, sis, she already been blackballed. She's already been blackballed. And the fact that Nene gave them opportunity, she was like, we just need to sit down and talk. They didn't want to come to the table. So since they didn't want to come to the table and have a talk, not everything's out in the open. It's all out in the open now. Everybody knows. Everybody see your dirty laundry. Everybody see your dirty drawers. It's out there for everybody now. So them dolphins will be filing suits on Andy. I believe it too. I believe it. I know that's right, honey. Rip the whole Twitch laying down. And who is this? Wait. Lala agreeing with Tosh. What she say? Oh, y'all talking about that Boys the Men. Y'all so crazy. But it's the truth. It ain't nothing but the truth. And I said right then, I said, okay, now we got action. Because how you gonna explain it? How you gonna explain it? You got Marlo up there. Oh, I got a peach. I got a peach. Girl, they gave you a peach as a last ditch effort because there's no personalities on the show. That's the bottom line. I'm just saying. And I'm gonna let that go, but y'all keep watching because I think this about to get more and more interesting. Marlo happy she got that peach last ditch effort. You know, Candy Cruz gonna always play the game. She gonna go along whatever them people say. No, I did not watch Karen boiling eggs in Surrey County. Y'all know I love Miss Karen. I meant to watch it, but I wasn't even excited enough to remember when it came on. I'm just saying. Lala say Clawfoot trash box Jordan annoys me. She constantly acting sour grapes when it comes to Nene. Very sour. And I don't understand why she's so upset. She's been fired off everything she ever been on. The only thing she didn't get fired off of was this YouTube stream. Because that ain't no show. It's a YouTube stream. You streaming on YouTube like the rest of us. That's the only thing she ain't get fired from. You done got fired from Ricky Smiley. You got fired from all your relationships. You got fired from RHOA. Apparently, Clawfoot don't nobody want you. That's just it. Just is what it is. So I say most of us in this chat got more personality in our pinky toes, and that's facts. They could put any one of you ladies on RHOA and have a hell of a season. However, those dry biscuits they got on there right now, that ain't it. Say it was just as boring as we thought it was gonna be. Right. I forgot about Miss Karen. Say, I love me some Grand Dame, but yeah, when's it on? Right. I love her too. Lord knows I love me some Karen. She disappointed me going along with Giselle and the Yellow Brigade at that reunion to attack that girl the way she did. I understood in a way why she did it, but I just didn't like the way she did that. If you were gonna deal with Candace because of how Candace played with you, then deal with her like that. Don't team up with somebody nasty as Giselle and start repeating the same lies that Giselle is repeating. I didn't respect that. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say that. DH say Nene is a reality TV groundbreaker. I hope she gets through this. I believe she will. I believe she will. I said dry biscuits, choke biscuits. They're a gag a maggot. Yeah, I seen the clips from Miss Karen's show, and it disturbed me. It was very disturbing. But I'm just shook at the fact that they had to pay for their own photo shoot, child. That's what I'm that's the part that I was not prepared for. I was completely unprepared. Just saying. And the fact that Marlo's sitting up there, I don't know. I don't really know how to take Marlo. Like I like her, but I don't like her. Y'all ever been like that by somebody? Like I like you, but I don't like you. It's just a bit much. Yes, them biscuits will gag a maggot. They really will. Say she'll get her stride. She's been through a lot, lost her husband and everything. Yeah, she been through a whole lot. And that's a sister, honey. We double tough, and she gonna always be all right. Say the money for their photo shoot must have went to Karen's show. I don't know. It don't look like they spent a lot of money on that either. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If they on the show, I don't understand how that isn't a huge thing. Mm, I don't know. Marlo comes off like she will exploit anyone and anything. That's true, but it's just the way she does things that makes me, you know, uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable in a way. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say why. She wanted her peach so bad. She wanted it. She wanted. You got your peach. Now she doing interviews talking about Kenya mad I got a peach. Kenya probably is mad you got a peach. Kenya's mad because the sun came up. She was mad because Portia was younger than her. She was mad because Nene was more interesting. She mad because everybody else lotion stay on and hers fall off. Kenya just mad. Like what is that to even talk about? And then for her to say that you it's so good you won't miss Portia and Cynthia. Honey, wasn't nobody gonna miss Cynthia whether it was good, bad, or ugly. She's entertaining, but she's not a front liner. Marlo is a hype man. Marlo does better as a hype man, and she don't have nobody to hype right now. I thought it was part of their contract too, but I guess not if your skin is darker than a brown paper bag. Say Marlo can be messy and sneaky. I don't know about her sometimes. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Wonders, Courtney. I don't know about her sometimes. Nadia say Al Reynolds said he wished Nene win because went through the same thing to sue a bit network, but he really didn't go through the same thing because he will never be a part of pop culture like Nene Leakes. He never will. Say they did get a photo shoot, but it was hella weak. Right. It was always gonna be weak if they had to pay for it. That's what I'm saying. They did something that was real cheap and whatever, and they ended up doing it. They ended up paying for it themselves. Yes, her lotion falls off. That's why that girl told her buy Ashy. Yeah, Kenya just mad. She just mad. Marlo is a sidekick. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She's a hype man. This is where she has relegated herself in life. But here, okay, let me be the advocate. I can't say the devil's advocate because I don't do him and he don't do me. But is it really where she relegated herself in life, or is that just her strength? Let me just be real. And maybe somebody ain't said this to Marlo, and maybe it's some people that don't know this about themselves. Everybody was not designed to be out front. There are some people who are designed to be out front, and there are some people, your strength, your calling, your anointing is in being the second man. You can have a second man anointing. Everybody ain't built to be out front. I don't believe that Marlo is unattractive. I don't believe that Marlo is not entertaining, but I do believe that Marlo was not built or designed to be out front. She comes out better as the second man. She comes out better as the person who is the backup, who is the contrast to someone else as the front man. That's not her. That's just not her gift. Hey SS, missed you. No, Marlo can't read. Marlo is good at throwing them real low down Florida insults. Now she can throw them, and she throw them quick too, but she can't read. I did love that scene. I absolutely did. RJ Gray says Marlo is a nasty piece of work. She finally got a peach, but at one time she was lightweight TV gold. I don't know about now. Yeah, Marlo does have entertainment. I'm never gonna say she's not entertaining. I'm simply saying that I don't believe she was designed to be the front man. And I truly believe that everybody wasn't designed that way. You get what I'm saying, Nisi? Like you got to recognize who you are. Tasha said, "Yep, there's a whole documentary about it called 20 Feet from Fame." And but you know what? I feel like people look at that as a bad thing. It's a blessing. Everybody ain't meant for that. And if you're not meant for that, you trying to do that, all you're gonna do is fail and frustrate your life. Do what you good at, operate in your strengths. No, Kenya can't read either. Talking about shade assassin, girl. You not shady, ain't nothing shady, but that little 5 o'clock mustache, 5 o'clock shadow you got. Nothing shady about you. Nothing at all. I don't even think we can call that ash on her leg shady. Look like she wearing them white stockings from Usher Board #2. Kenya, another one, just try to insult people and say nasty stuff, and it's not even funny. Like at least when Marlo throw an insult, it's a little bit of something funny on it here and there. Kenya ain't funny, shady. She can't read. All we can say is she was once a very pretty girl. That's all we can say. Lala say exactly. Kenya is mad on all the days that end in Y. Just angry. Just angry. That's real about that second man anointing. You better recognize when that's your strength and thank God for it instead of trying to push to the front when you know that's not your position. AAE say the only person who could read was the attorney. Nene's reads were funny. That's true. But the attorney would cut deep in your soul. That's true. Phaedra was a wordsmith, and absolutely she could dig deep down in your bone marrow. Nene would just be being funny. And it might hurt your feelings because everybody was laughing at you, but it was truly funny. Deandra say Marlo went on Wendy Williams this week, and she wouldn't comment on Nene lawsuit. Is scared that it would come and snatch that peach back. However, you gotta watch her. She'll turn on you. Yes, she'll turn on you. I'm sure Nene knows that by now. Hopefully. You say, who gonna check me, boo? Number one of all time. Don't argue with me. I ain't gonna. That wasn't my number one. That I ain't gonna say that. My number one is always gonna be. I said what I said. Todd say, just accept your strengths and weaknesses. Simple, simple as that. Nisa said, and that's why Marlo got the last pick of the peach. Yeah, she got the last peach at the bottom of the barrel, the one that got the bruises and them little dents on it. AAE, thank you for the super chat. Say when Phaedra read Kenya at that reunion, girl, look, honey, and if that ain't what happened, baby, look, that wasn't even just a read. That wasn't just no read. Phaedra didn't just read Kenya at that time, AAE. That was a prophecy. That was a prophecy. She was like, you're going to end up at that clinic flipping through them books. And that's darn near what happened because she had a whole agreement with Mr. Mark. With Mr. Mark, what was his last name? Daly. She had an agreement. He donated some sperm, and then here come a baby, and now y'all got an agreement. That's all it was. That man didn't want you now, day of the week. He ain't never pretended to like you. You had an arrangement. Only difference was you got friendly with your sperm donor and had an agreement for him to come on TV and pretend to be your man, which is why she had them clothes in the closet with the price tag still on them, because he ain't never spent one night in her house. And I don't believe he let her spend the night in his. Say Phaedra cut deep with the reeds, no doubt. Yes, she did. And she was up there prophesying too. You say, I know plenty of blessed and rich sidekicks. I know that's right. That's a whole blessing right there. Yes, child. Phaedra come deep with it. You know, her mama is a woman of God. Maybe she got the gift of a prophecy from her mama. AAE say, I've heard people in our government say I said what I said. I'm telling you, people quote Nene from the bottom to the top. People that claim to hate her be quoting her while they hating on her. RJ say, we can't have too many chiefs and not enough Indians. We must have some armor bearers. You say it again. Listen, it's a blessing to be the armor bearer, but don't nobody want to accept that job. Everybody think the only honorable position is the one in the front, the one that's the leader. Everybody ain't been called for that. You say the peach with the worm in the middle. Yes. Yes, it really was prophetic. Honey, Phaedra said that thing and she spoke that on that girl's life. You say, I just don't like men with nose rings. But see, Kenya couldn't check him on his nose ring because he was just an employee at the time. She couldn't put that in the contract. Not if she wanted him to do it. AAE, thank you for the super chat. Said, I said prophecy the same time you did. Hashtag donor. That part. That part. That's what I'm saying. All of the personalities are gone. The prophetic reader, gone. The comedic reader, gone. The crazy girl with the good wigs that would sit up there and look cute and twerk and say dumb things, gone. And what's left? What's left? You got a angry raisin, candy man, and these other people that don't nobody know. Say Phaedra Parks will cut you to the bone marrow and then say, go away from me with this. Mm-hmm. Phaedra foretold the future, $10. She said it. She sure said it. You say, yes, Phaedra did and did it with grace too. Yep, never tied up her face. Hey, Latavia, it's the voice, y'all. Hey, boo. She said it, never tied up her face, never raised her voice, stayed completely calm, and casually threw her head into the air in the other direction after delivering it. Yes. Yep, nothing. There is nothing left. Nothing. Woo! Yeah, that's right. Get away from me with this. You say, I do tell people to leave me alone. I say it with a real uppity voice too. Y'all crazy. I like that. I like that. Y'all know I respect a girl that can tell you what she needs to tell you without using all that foul and vulgar language. It's not necessary. It's not. I feel like if you need all that to get your point across, just tell us you have a limited vocabulary without telling us. That's all. That's all. Angel A says she lowered her eyes and soft talked the heck out of them. Sure would. Whoo. You say Phaedra read you in the name of Jesus. Y'all silly. You know what? Close your legs to married men was Nene Gold. Yes, it was. Mm-hmm. Say Phaedra delivered those reads. No prefix, no suffix, no apologies. Facts. Facts. As Colin said, I can't tolerate another season with Candy. I'm not watching. Well, I'm gonna grab clips and see what's happening so we can see if they try to pull any more Nene impersonations, see if it's any other little stuff that we need to pay attention to. And if so, then I'll drag it to the porch and we'll talk about them heifers. But I'm with y'all. Let's not watch a full episode. Let's not give them the energy. Let's just pay attention to social media and clips and talk about what happened. We can do that. I don't mind. You say, yes, I love cussing people out with our expletives. It puzzles them every time. I'm telling you. It messes them up because they can't figure out how in the world that you use all those other millions of words to tell them everything you want to tell them about themselves. Mm-hmm. Phaedra's very educated and that bothered a lot of them. It did, desperately. Like you had Cynthia up there talking about how many cases did you win. Girl, where is your Juris Doctorate? Hell, where is your bachelor's? Where is your associates? Girl, do you have a certificate? Like you weren't how you gonna ask a lawyer how many cases she won when you couldn't dream to be a lawyer? We're gonna sit back and wait and see if you manage to get your baby an education while you sitting up talking about somebody with a whole Juris Doctorate. It disturbs me. Lord Queen Mermaid say my vocabulary gets very limited when I'm pissed off. I'm working on it. That's all right, girl. Just keep doing your verbal aerobics. It's gonna tighten up. Yep, those were the golden days. Hey, Shanika C. Listen. You say I can't help it. I love the cursey words, but I can cut you clean too. Listen, I'm not dissing it. I used to be real good at telling you something real low down and dirty with all those cursey words, as you say. It's just, sometimes you evolve and you move past it. And if you still there, don't feel bad. Go ahead and paint a cussing on them then. Don't paint a cussing. Just paint it on them. I'll back you up. DH, thank you for the super chat. DH say clear people, Shanitra gold. Well, I appreciate it. It must be gold because child, I be cruising around here and there and I hear people talking about clear folks. I'm like, wait, what? Y'all know me? But it's cool, it's cool. And little stuff like that just taught me. It taught me to be to be more careful and more responsible with my mouth since words have wings. And I didn't realize how they had wings until I saw some wings on my own words. Y'all know? So listen, I'm gonna get up out of here, but let me say this. I love y'all so much. This was a much needed distraction to sit down and cut the food with y'all this afternoon. I needed it with everything that's going on. Y'all's comments in the chat got me up here trying to talk and laugh at y'all at the same time. It has been the distraction from heaven, and I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all, please remember to hit the like button. Please double check and make sure that YouTube did not take your like back. Make sure it's been hit. And your subscribe button, make sure it's gray and not red. If it's red, turn it gray. Make sure you subscribe. And please, please make sure you hit that notification bell and click all so you will know every time we go live over here on this porch. And one more plea, if you don't mind, I am pleading with each and every one of you to make sure that you remember today is Thursday. This is our agreed upon day to do our random acts of kindness. So please do your random acts of kindness. I don't care if you pay for somebody behind you in the drive-through at your fast food. I don't care if you pay for somebody's coffee. I don't care if you leave a note on your coworker's desk and say, "You sure look lovely today. God bless you." Make sure you do some small thing to help a stranger, somebody you don't really know. Show some love. And on that note, y'all, I'm about to go. Be positive, be productive, be encouraged, and most importantly, remember, please, to encourage somebody else. I love y'all to life, and I'm gonna try to talk with y'all a little bit later, okay? Bye now. And hit that like button. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Bye, y'all.